Okay, so this is the 4th attempt. So this, this is going to horribly wrong. But anyway, this is Fear. This is a game I wanted to do for quite a while, but I just never got round to it. Don't let the title fool you. It isn't scary. It's creepy. It can get creepy, but just I wouldn't say it's scary. I mean, if you are scared by this, then yeah, no, I'm not going to judge. But you know, everyone has their limits when it comes to horror games, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I wanted this for a while. But I think since November I've actually been ill, so that's why Fallout 4 kind of stopped abruptly. And also, when Fallout 4 came out, I felt like I had to play it. But yeah, Fallout 4 is one of those games which can go on for a really long time, and I don't want to burn myself out on it, to be perfectly honest, because I want to play it in my free time and everything, but, you know. Okay, RPGs are like that. Well, apparently from what I heard, it's not that much RPG, more shooter, but we'll see. But anyway, I will get back to it, and by the way, I haven't gotten any further than I have already got, so I kind of just left it where it is. But anyway, moderate difficulty. Last time I played, a bunch of times I played this, they kicked my ass in whatever difficulty, so, well, except for low. But moderate difficulty is fine. But yeah, ugh. Grief, I'll have a sip of my water, so sorry if you hear that. Right. You can read all this. I'm not going to really bother, because it's generally the same stuff every loading screen. In 2002, the US Army formed a secret unit dedicated to combating paranormal threats to national security. The unit was named First Encounter Assault Recon. Ugh. That's the 4th time I had to read that out aloud. Every now and again, I'm seeing a flash on the screen. That's not good. But anyway, yeah, this game I think has a fetish for blood because when there's a scene where someone dies, it gets sprayed everywhere.
It's about Origin.
What happened?
There was an uprising. Fettel has taken command of the prototypes.
My God.
We can still resolve this discreetly, but we have to move fast.
Oh, all right. Let me make a few calls.
Pretty sure that's the last we hear from the senator. If not, I think we might hear from him at the end, but still.
This wacko's name is Paxton Fettel. He's the key. If we contain him, we contain the situation. Fucker's got an appetite.
I think he has an agenda. It's not just recreational. He's getting something out of it.
Essential vitamins and nutrients?
What's his story?
Property of Armacam Technology Corporation. They're working on a military contract to develop an army of clones that respond to a psychic commander. Top secret, of course. Fettel is one of the commanders.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military clones?
A full battalion of them. Highly trained and heavily armed.
A battalion? What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
Like I said, we put Fettel down and it's over. Fortunately, the whole point of the program is to give commanders first-hand knowledge of the battlefield without putting them in danger. That means we should be able to corner the bastard without having to wade through all those soldiers.
How do we find him?
Armacam implanted a transmitter in his head. Should lead us right to him.
That's awfully convenient.
Assuming it does what it's supposed to. What about you, buddy? Ready to go to work?
You're putting him in the field? Are you crazy? He just transferred in a week ago.
You've seen his training results. His reflexes are totally off the charts. I think he can handle himself.
Whatever, man. It's your call.
Goddamn right it is.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Let's roll.
What's the first name you remember?
Where are you taking him?
You will be a god among men.
Yeah, I wonder what the big plot twist there is.
We've tracked Fettel to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of enemy activity on the satellite, but don't take any chances. Jankowski, you in position?
Just say the word.
All right, move it out.
Yeah, I don't know if they try to make it obvious at from the very beginning what's going on there, but it's. At the same time, I have this feeling that when it does show the big plot twist, that it's like supposed to make you go, what? Anyway, one thing I like this game is that there is slow motion, which is incredibly overpowered. I mean, it just makes the game so much more easier. But at the same time, it makes you feel cool because you can just charge through and just destroy everything. Well, that's a big rat. Good grief. Come here. Flashlight. There we go. This area. We're going to have to memorize this because this shows up quite a lot in the later games. Well, not later games. Later on in the game, sorry. We come back here through like some methods. Is that something? No.
Hey, bro. Okay. What took you so long? Try to find a way around.
First, how that bit here, how it was up against like the background of the thingy, it kind of it looked like there was someone standing there. And also, paint cans and buckets. Wait a minute, come on, let me just. Yeah, that noise that those makes. You can be extreme in a quiet place, and all you hear is dug 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 dug. That always freaked me out. But anyway, this is a health booster, as it says there. It has permanently increased my health by a small amount, which is 5. And I can't remember how many health boosters there are in the game, but it goes up to about, I know your health can get to about 199, and I don't think it can get any higher than that. Now, I think the noises that you hear at the moment, I'm pretty sure that's to make this little bit thing here obvious. A little bit more obvious anyway, but I'm surprised a lot of people don't actually know about this, but if you just mess around with the doors very quickly. This will open. And if you didn't know if you couldn't hear what she said, "I hate you, Daddy." But yeah, this is a thing that whole lot of people know about. And also, in the corner it said unknown origin. That means that's usually to indicate something weird's happening. Oop. I can't tell if that little gasp just then from Alma, I don't know if that meant that to signify this thing, or it was just because I looked in here. So honestly, this game does things. It honestly confuses me sometimes.
Why did you bring me here? Why'd you bring me back?
See what I mean by the bucket? Ding, 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 ding. But anyway, that guy, I always used to think that was Paxton Fettel walking by the door, but no, it isn't. It's someone else, who we will be seeing in just a second, actually.
Hold on a sec.
I've gone through this sequence so many times already, it's getting incredibly boring.
You ready? Go!
Yep.
You were born here, in this place. I was there.
Yeah, so that guy we saw walking by and who was speaking just
we
now.
need you up
that's
here.
him.
On my way.
Looks like we're too late, boss. Just leftovers.
The transmitter signal's coming from nearby. It's gotta be around there somewhere.
I'll wait here for Jin. You take a look around.
But yeah, no,
Get
yeah,
going.
I'll get to that in just a second. Anyway, yeah, when people die in this game, or at least when people are killed by either Alma or Fettel, they have a habit of, what's the word? They have a habit of coming back as like a ghost or a phantom or something, and it's never really explained why that happens. I'm assuming it's just Alma doing stuff, but still, most of the time you'll find out is that most people who are either like a ghost or a phantom, majority of the time you don't actually see them die. They're kind of just there. you never find like a body or whatever happens to them, with the exception I guess of about maybe 2 or 3 people. You never know what happens to them. Oh.
The dead man's name was Charles Haberger. I remember him. But are the memories mine or hers? It makes no difference. He deserved to die. They all deserve to die.
Come in, over. What's going on? I've lost Fettel's signal. Comcast, this is Den Mother. I hope you aren't busy. We've got a situation down at the harbor. What kind of situation? We located those soldiers you were looking for, but we're under orders not to engage until you guys reconnoiter. Understood. I've got 2 birds en route to your position. You should have a visual shortly. We'll be ready.
What was I going to say? Yeah, just then, I don't know if you heard it, but you could hear Alma saying over here. I don't know if that's just to signify to get us to turn around and go back, or that's just for ambience or whatever, because I always had that, I don't know why, whenever I heard it, I always have a little look around, because usually if you hear her whispering and stuff, she's not too far away. But I guess this is like that one instance where it just doesn't really mean anything, I guess. Not sure. Oh well. Moving on. Oop. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this game was made in 2005, and it definitely looks like it was made in 2005. But one thing about this game I think a lot of people praise is that the fact that it's AI is really good because what happens is they the enemies and everything, they actually work in a team to try and get, or at least try to take you down. They'll try to flank you, they'll throw grenades, do suppressive fire and all that kind of stuff. If there's only a couple of them left, they will call for backup and things like that. And also the sound.
He's pretty cute.
It's really good.
It's not what I meant.
Just say what's on your mind, Jankowski.
I don't know. Something about him just feels off.
The day I look to you as a judge of character will be a sad day indeed.
I'm serious. It's something about his eyes, like he's looking right through you.
Maybe it's because you're one-dimensional.
Hey, back already? See anything?
You guys about done up there? Our day's just getting started.
You boys run along. I'll be busy here for a while.
Yeah, again, they're making things obvious, the whole plot thing.
Breathe! Come on, make a push!
I've tried to forget. I've tried so hard to forget.
These men are from Fear. They're special attachments to our unit for the duration of this op. They will be on point. Their mission is to assess the nature of the threat. Our job is to keep them alive. Do not engage the enemy. Remember that we are not dealing with ordinary bad guys. Team 1 will move in from the southwest. Team 2 will approach from the north. Once our recon is complete, we'll rendezvous and wait for further orders. Okay, let's saddle up.
I'm pretty sure that was Sergeant Johnson from Halo, by the way.